Good morning, good morning. You're coming too early. Okay, then you can come later. If you don't want to come too early, you can come later. Let's see what we have today. Yesterday was a good day. Today we will see. GJ is consolidating. We will see what happens today. USD CAT, nice breaking retest yesterday, but not nice because this pullback was crazy. How did you sleep? Not enough, that's what I can say. OMG. When did this happen on GU? The break and retest happened on GU and we didn't catch this? How, man? Did anyone catch a GU here? Oh man, oh man. I knew last night that this was gonna happen on Asian. I knew it. But couldn't do anything about it. Look how perfect this was. And I knew that's gonna be a massive move also because it's been consolidating for so long. 40 pips. This is crazy. Oh, GA didn't move same as GU, only GU. Looks like a USD pairs moved. Did we have any kind of news last night? Probably yes. NZUSD 4R looks good. Oh yeah, it does. This level? It does look good. Wow, NZU's dollar looks good on a daily too. Because if we break on daily here, it's gonna be a massive move. We're gonna fill the range all the way up. Look at this, pretty nice. It just didn't come enough. Okay. GBP CAD with the whole pullback. Probably we'll see if we're gonna have a break to the upside. Seems like market conditions are good this week. Yeah. I mean, we had some consolidation yesterday in London session, but then New York session came and we had all these breakouts, all these moves. It does seem like some good things are gonna come slowly. Gonna wait for them. Hi coach, EJ was perfect break and retest. This here? It seems like it was a nice break and retest. Okay, so let's see from what I see from all these pairs right now, we have GJ here, which is one of the possible setups. A break to the downside, it might be, or maybe a break to the upside. So to the upside or to the downside, both are possible. Seems like GU is still bullish, of course, but you never know. We might break to the downside. We've had plenty of rejection in the last few hours, and we are respecting this zone. So we're gonna wait and see. Maybe if we get a decent breakout to the downside, we can consider this. But just based on how the previous candle closed, how it got rejected, closed all the way up above the previous candle, this is giving me some bullish signs. Let's see. So dropping now. You never know. This time on London session we can have any kind of move. You never know. EJ looked like yeah, it made a nice breaking retest. I don't know if I would take it or not. If I were before here. Let me check the 4-hour. The 4-hour close was not good. I don't know if I would take it, because if I would see the 4-hour and I would check the 1-hour too, a candle close like this, so it wouldn't be convincing. Can we take something else here? I don't know. I don't see a setup there. We'll see. NZUS dollar looks good to come for retest here. Let's check the 4-hour. I mean, it's perfect actually. I can't say anything bad about this setup. Let me check how many pips we have if we enter here. Yeah, and we can use a 10 pip stop loss too. The only thing is here we might have a deeper pullback because we have rejections here and we have here a little lower. See this and this and this. Then you have also these two, so it's all a zone. It's all a daily zone. We have a 4-hour close above it, so the confirmation is pretty strong here. If it wasn't the 4-hour, I would be maybe more not very convinced about it, but the 4-hour giving me a lot of confidence on this. If you look at the 1-hour, it's not the best thing that we had 4 hours of consolidation before coming, because somehow it created a resistance here, right? So let's go and see why price is rejecting this. Is there another zone? 500 level? Looks like there is. Looks like there is, but that's a 1-hour zone and it's going through the candles. It respected first, then it didn't respect that much. It's going in the middle and it's a 1-hour zone. Then when we go to the 4-hour, it's not as strong as a zone, you know. You can clearly see that this was just a small consolidation, and this is the big consolidation. So what we need here is a retest, but we need a deep retest. I would like to enter at 400 because that's what we need. I think it's a great setup, honestly, and we should have easily 10 pips here. Yeah, it's a shame that it needs to make such a big move just to give 10 pips. 20 pips is too much. I can't even expect a 20 pip move, because God knows how long we should wait for that. But look, even this small move here, which looks so big, it's only a small move of 10 pips. This is what I don't like when I trade these pairs. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see if it comes to 400. I'll take my entry at 400. It can reject from the wicks too, but I'm just not ready to risk it that early. I'm gonna wait for a deeper pullback. 400 is the last, the best price we can enter here. Yeah, true. We should have at least 10 pips rejection, if not a whole continuation to the upside. Look, I've seen this happen a lot of times. The scenario we can have here is this current candle. This current candle comes all the way here. Maybe leaves a small wick. And then the next one opens, comes all the way like this. Then another push to the upside. This is what this setup can be. But let's wait and see. AUD US dollar breaking. AUD US dollar breaking. Where? I don't understand. I don't see AUD US dollar breaking. Let's just hope that it comes first place, because we might go all the way to the downside. There's time, it's 30 minutes in the candle. Maybe even we can have the retest on the next candle. Like this candle closed like this, the next one can push lower, then a whole pullback to the upside. Stop loss gonna be below this previous candle, around 10 pips, I think. Yeah, around here. That's the plan. GJ moving down, let's see. Okay, honestly, if we get the whole push to the downside on this current candle, that can be very nice. I'm gonna wait and see. We're here. We'll see. It's coming slowly. Yesterday we had a win. I don't know if you guys catched it. We had a win on NZD US dollar here, and it was this sell here. We used 6 pips stop loss and 10 pips take profit, and it was pretty nice. It was an easy peasy setup. Really, as the US dollar has been giving some nice setups lately. It's been giving some nice setups. This was the setup as we talked on the stream. Just it took some time until it broke down, but when finally it did, it gave us a perfect trade. And the US dollar is coming slowly. 430. I'm gonna wait 400. What about UJ? What about UJ? No, I have no plans to trade UJ. You know, even as the US dollar and it's slow, let alone UJ. Just waiting for this US dollar for another 3 pips drop, and we can enter. Bitcoin at 47k fell. 47k. Isn't that crazy? Imagine 1 Bitcoin equal 47k. It's all Elon Musk's fault. Looks like 80 cat also broke above this pretty big resistance, but 80 cat is not safe. GCAT rejecting again. We'll see. I'm afraid as the US dollar gonna reject from here and not gonna come lower. I'm thinking about the US dollar entering here, but I don't know. It just seems early for me, even though it's the perfect retest actually. It has come in the middle of the wicks from where candles are closed. It's only 2-3 pips range, and it can easily continue all the way up from here. But just it looks like it can come lower at 350 because that's where we have even more rejections, and I don't want to end up in that 7-8 pip range, have a bigger drawdown than needed. So maybe I'm doing a mistake by not entering here, but I'd rather miss this than what if this comes deeper. And when you get a 10 pips, not 10 pips, let's say 5 plus 3, 8 pips range. So entering 8 pips early, that just is gonna give you a bigger loss than expected, right? It's rejecting, no way. We'll see, we'll see. Uh, there's another way we can do this. If we don't get the retest, let's say it rejects here, we can enter after we make another high here. So let's say this candle goes bullish, closes above, a small pullback and continuation can be expected. GJ might be also another setup coming on the next few hours. You never know. We might have that breakout, either to the upside or to the downside. Look, personally, I'm not gonna be involved in this. Something's gonna happen, you know. It's just a matter of time. Something gonna happen, and a lot of people are gonna get hurt from that. I just don't have enough information, and I'm not gonna get involved in something that I don't have enough information. There's so many things that are involved in these kind of things. A lot of people think that they know what's happening, but they have no idea. By the way, we are back on CTrader 1% in profit, so we're doing a nice comeback little by little. So we've done 6%, I think, on the last 2 weeks. It's going pretty good. Okay, let's see if we do have any news because we don't want to be in a trade before the news. But I remember yesterday we said that we're not going to have any except for this USD news, which probably wouldn't have a big impact. And as the US dollar is pushing, guys, you remember what the US dollar does? It moves on the last 15 minutes. So here's the move on NZD US dollar. On the last 15 minutes, it's gonna push all the way to the upside probably.
Good morning, Seth.
Morning, Beitu. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. I saw EJ this morning and I'm asking myself if it's legit or not. I took a paper trade, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was 1 hour was legit. Yeah,
Yes,
this one,
exactly.
right?
Yes. Is
Yeah,
that the
it was.
legit one or?
I didn't see anything wrong with it. I said that before. I would take it, but when the 1 hour closed like this, I would have some doubts probably because look at how the 4 hour closed.
Mm,
See how it closed above.
yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe what I would do is I would reduce my risk. If I would take the trade here, I would
Mm,
probably have my stop loss around here. So even if I would lose, this would be a very small loss.
yeah. So I watched also the daily, and it's kind of like screaming for sells. But I mean, charts can do anything, right? So we never know. But it was at the moment when I saw it, it was like okay, the previous candle was pretty bearish, and if we break the low, which we did with the breakout candle, I thought we will go all the way down. But right now it's kind of like rejecting, so I'm not sure. I think the 4 hour is a problem here, right?
Yeah, it's also a whole daily zone, so it's not gonna be easy in this range here until
Mm.
it comes below that.
Mm.
But EJ has been so messy lately. Look at all this consolidation. I mean, even when we broke below, we still came all the way back in the range and didn't respect this to continue lower. I mean, maybe you can say it came from the zone 2 and it was just continuation from this huge trend. So who knows? So we can still move to the upside, but as long as it's inside this, it's gonna be risky to trade because so many zones have been created in this range now.
Mm. So my paper trade, I took 16 pip stop loss, but it's way too much done, right? So I just need to be
No,
above
no,
the previous candle maybe or the one before.
yeah. So 16 pips is not needed at all.
Mm.
Basically, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it is some days before. It doesn't need to be above the breakout candle always, because the breakout candle can be very close uh, to support. So stop loss is based on where support is. Put that above support. Let's say 10 pips, for example,
Mm.
because you can judge that to decide where to put stop based on the pair too. So you can see EJ has a big 10 pips is big on EJ here. So not even 10 pips is enough. So what makes sense to use a stop loss here? You go and see where resistances, let's say here. So you see that if we go, let's say 5, 6, 7 pips deep in the range, is there still a chance of price dropping? So if I would see price going all the way around here, which would be around 5 or 6 or 7 pips, I wouldn't have much hopes for price to continue all the way down.
Hmm.
First, it passed the breakout candle. It came too deep in the zone. Even though it's not even 10 pips, it's still based on the setup. Let's say this is 5 pips only. See how small it is. But for this setup, it's too big. It's too big of a pullback to have then a whole continuation. you know so these are some setups that have you know small risk and high reward
Yeah, true.
because
Because I
yeah
put it here and I was like, that's way too much. But it was like 16 pips, and I'm always looking for 20 pips stop loss. And then I said, okay, I put it at least here, so I still feel that it has room and it's still legit. But you're totally right. I could just put it here or where you showed it, and then I'm already in 1 to 2 risk reward, or 1 to 1 easily when I'm here, right?
yeah yeah
Mm.
that's the thing because uh, why would you put your stop here when you know that once price comes around here it's probably going to come here, like chances are very high that's going to
Yeah.
continue. So why take the loss here when you can cut it around here?
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
price,
was just like, I don't want to lose,
yeah, I
So I
mean,
put the stop loss way behind. But you're right.
so in this case, is just let's take a look at NZD US dollar, for example, yesterday. Let's take a look at the trade we took yesterday. Kill Bill, something's wrong because we are looking at the chart, not my FX book. Reconnect, maybe it fixes. So yesterday, NZD US dollar. Let's say uh, we used the stop loss right here, right?
Hmm.
So why would we put stop loss around here? Let's say 20 pips. When price would be obvious that if it comes above this, we're gonna move all the way up. So
Hmm.
there was no point of using a bigger stop loss. Just
Yeah.
by price going above the previous breakout candle would just straight indicate me that price is going to move all the way up. So let's say you didn't take the first breakout, you'll take the second one. Let's take a look at this. See, once price came here, moved all the way up. That's straight a sign that there's no need to put a stop all the way to the next zone or too far. It's
Yeah, I
all about,
commented.
if we can take these kind of trades using a 5 pip stop, taking 10, 15 pips, that would be crazy. Just I was just we could do that on GBP pairs, but on GBP pairs it's hard, right? Because
Hmm.
they're a lot more volatile. But in these kind of pairs, EJ for example, or UJ, or USD CAD, or NZD US dollar, these are pairs that risk reward can be pretty good, and we can catch some good moves. Did you see CAD JPY? How many pips we used here as a stop loss? Like 3 pips, or I don't even know. It was so small. I think I think we used 4 pips. Yeah. Look, we used 4 pips here as a stop loss just below this, and look at the move. 35 pips move to the upside. if of course would have that patience to hold. But even a 10 pip move is enough here.
What about this one, Said? When I look at the charts, I see this minor zone here, and then I see that this candle closed above, and this one broke. Do you think taking the trade right here would be legit, or is it not legit because the zone is not good?
uh, Taking a sells at this candle.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is that I would probably see this as a weak breakout.
Hmm.
But let's take a look. So how many pips is this? Yeah, I mean 2 pips. It's not
Did,
enough. I
on
was
this
about to
price?
say, I was about to say, maybe you look for this as a better retest.
Oh, a news coming. Logic is saying a news coming.
And you, yeah, it is coming. I don't know. And you rejected first, then now it's coming again. I'm gonna wait.
It's also end of the hour, right?
Yeah, it's not a good idea to take it on the end of the hour. I would say maybe you could take after this close because it's much stronger close. But then I
Hmm.
saw that
Yeah,
it
that's what
might
I
have been
saw.
a rejection or something. So a bit risky.
But it's
Yes.
good to see that EJ could work if the idea it
Yeah, of
was a
course.
low stop we like not high stop loss, not much stop loss, but right now it would be already 1 to 2 risk reward. Very nice.
Yeah.
Said I have to go to work. I will watch it on YouTube.
Okay, bro. See you for now.
Take care. Yeah, I'm watching closely.
Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.
See you. Okay, so as the US dollar is coming, we'll see. I'm thinking that uh, this candle is gonna close like this, and next one is gonna come lower. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more here. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more. Might even wait for 3-7 here to enter. Look, the point is to try to have the best entry possible and to use the smallest stop loss possible, so that way we keep losses small and our wins big. That's the whole point here that we want to do. So we're gonna try. Let's see. I mean, we came all the way down. It's 5 minutes left for the next candle to open. So why enter now when we can wait for the next candle? And I've seen this happening a lot of times. This candle can close without a bottom wick too, and next one can come lower, and I could say we can enter on the next candle. Then we can have a push and then a whole, we can have a drop here lower, then a whole push to the upside. At least maybe a 10 pip move. Let's take GJ better. Yeah, we can, but I don't know if it's going to be enough of a breakout. Let's wait and see. even though it's a bit tricky if we wait for a break here or a little higher. It's all a zone, so when it comes for retest, we might have the retest come, deeper in the zone. Let's hope it drops another 5 pips quick here, and then we see what happens. Honestly, I'm not a very big fan of NZD US dollar right now because of how 1 hour is dropping, and it's doing it on the last minutes. Momentum is, yeah, of course, because GJ is dropping, and it's dropping right before the candle closes, which we like. So on NZD US dollar, we're not trading on the momentum here because it's been 4 hours of consolidation, then price is coming for a retest. And GJ is a fresh setup. GJ is a fresh setup. Let's wait and see. If it closes like this, it would be nice to take sells here at 450. I hate that it's not gonna be a perfect breakout because it's not as strong as it should be, but I think should be enough for this consolidation box here, probably. How many pips we can use here? Yeah, we can use 10 pips stop loss and wait for price to drop all the way down here. That should be enough, I think. Yeah, that's a 20 pip range. We can get at least 1-to-1 risk reward here. Let's see. I mean, it looks good, not bad. I wouldn't see this coming all the way up because it wouldn't make sense. But anything can happen, so. No way, GJ, no way. Okay, so tough decision to make here. Tough decision. Look, we have only 5 pip breakout here. We have a 5 pip breakout, and we've said so many times we need at least 10 pips on GBP pairs. I feel like if we take this, we're going against the rules. but at the same time it looks good for a consolidation like this. I don't know. I don't really know what's gonna happen here. I think maybe if we wait for a deeper pullback, we could take this, but also we have to use small risk. So I'm gonna take this, should be a small risk. I don't want to go against my rule. I have the rule to have a 10 pips breakout at least. This case is not 10 pips, but the setup is good. We have plenty of momentum. We closed below this consolidation. We consolidated for how many hours here? Almost the whole day. Then we have a close above. We have the next zone here, free range. I don't know if I should be worried about this, because we had a zone here, then we had this break and retest. It's a little bit complicated. Daily looks bearish. Well, it looks and it doesn't look. I like the way it has formed to come to this place where it is now, and you can expect some more continuation. It's just one thing, if I don't take this, I'm not gonna regret it, because it didn't have all the requirements that I have for a trade to be valid for me. So I'm thinking AZD US dollar at the end went way better. A whole pullback. No, it's only 5 pips I think, but not bad. It can still continue. Look, it's just, if you look at this, it's not too far, it's just 2-3 days before we had this zone, right? And we were looking for a break and retest on it, and now we're not below that zone. This might not have an effect on GJ right now, and we can still have that continuation, but just it creates doubts on you, and I don't want to have doubts when I take a trade here. Just remember that is a risky trade. It's a risky trade, even though of course I have the sell bias here. I think it's bearish for now, at least for now, because the way it formed, look, we had rejections, price pushed up, rejected again, consolidation, we had this rejection, a whole pullback to the upside. Usually after this bullish candle, you would say, okay, we're moving all the way up now, because we had this huge pullback, probably a small pullback here on the opening next candle, then a push to the upside. But we had the opposite here. After this bullish candle, Price came all the way to the downside. Whole direction changed and it closed below this but not below this. So we're somehow in between, and that's what I don't like here. If we wouldn't have anything here, this would have been a perfect setup. We'll see what happens. Just I could see this going all the way down once it turns bullish, but I'm not gonna regret it. I don't want to rush things, and this doesn't fit everything. It's not the best setup possible. If you have room to risk something, I mean, why not? But not me. Not gonna do it. I think I'm gonna stay away for now. As it US dollar, this is perfect almost. 400, we had the rejection exactly at 400. But like I said, look guys, this can give us another chance. If this is really bullish, what has to do is, like I said before, we should continue all the way up here and close like this. Once this happens, game over. We're gonna move all the way up. So we can just have a small pullback here and continuation to the upside. We can go for another 10 pips probably. So we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna find out if this is the real retest. If it is, this current candle should go and break this previous low, make a new high here, a retest, and continuation. What about EDJPY here? Can this be something good? Or the 4 hour? What a nice rejection. What can we do? I mean, it's a shame that it didn't make a better breakout here, because if would only at least close a little below this without a bottom wick or something, that would be a great thing for me, and I wouldn't hesitate maybe to take it. But yeah, gonna have to accept the fact that this can drop all the way down here and not cry, because we can still have other setups. Geo looks like a sell. Well, Geo is different place right now. It doesn't really match up. But I like NZD US dollar. I like the way it's going right now. What a nice pullback, man. What a nice pullback. Went to GJ and we somehow didn't give enough thinking to NZD US dollar, because I knew exactly this way it's gonna happen. Did I draw the candles before? Yeah, I did draw them exactly how I was waiting for. I don't know why I didn't take it. When there's two pairs coming at the same time, then maybe you're gonna go to the wrong one and to put the attention there, and then you miss the good one. But like I said, if this is really bullish, we're gonna close above, we can have another push to the upside. And if that happens, we can use maybe 7-8 pips stop loss. That would be enough. GJ dropping, yeah, it is. What can we do? Some of you are in, but I'm not. Congrats to you guys. It's going nice. It's almost 10 pips now. Made a lot of sense, but yeah, I just had a problem with this zone here, so I was not sure. But everything was telling that it was bearish. The way the candles formed, it was nice. Okay, perfect, Elias. What about 30-minute charts? I don't look at 30-minute at all. "30-minute is not needed in my trading." Yeah, looks like we're done with GJ because it already made a move. I think what should we focus on is now NZD US dollar here because this is, my God, what did I do? What did I do? Why didn't I take NZD US dollar? Look at this, perfectly rejected from 400. Now whole pullback, probably a close above, hopefully, and it's all in the first 70 minutes. I'm afraid that it's not even gonna wait for us after it breaks. But gonna wait. Now it's almost above the previous candle. This is going all the way up. Let's go, let's go. NZD dollar is about to give us another trade again. I don't know, these days been giving us trades. Shame I didn't take NZD dollar. Oh yeah, I remember. I didn't take NZD dollar because it was pushing late on the hour. So I was thinking that might make a small, deeper push then reject, but it didn't. It rejected straight to the upside. Still good, still good. If we manage to close above, I hope it doesn't stay below at the end of the day, at the end of the candle here, because it would be a shame. Let's see, Euro US dollar. Oh, it looks good. Euro US dollar. This zone, right? Yeah, looks good. We'll see. It seems a pretty strong zone. If we get a nice breakout, why not? Let's take a look here. It's just a matter of time. Can you still take NZD USD? I think I'm talking the last hour for NZD USD. What did I say? I said we're waiting for a break above here, make a new high, and then we enter on the pullback. Good to trade without Brexit now every 2 hours. So just, yeah. Man, I told you guys, it's gonna come days trading without worrying that it's gonna be news, even though there's still, things happening. We're not clear yet. We're still in that danger from the news, but at least we're getting some of it. Getting to see, for you guys at least, because I've seen that for so long. Trading without having the worry that some news might come is the best. It's the best. It's somehow you're free. You're free. You can trade without a worry. Everything moves smooth from technicals. It's a great feeling. Yeah. Look, past 3 months or four, I don't know, since the COVID started with Brexit, we were all the time waiting for something to happen, even in a trade, even if there was no official news, we were constantly thinking, what if now we get some unexpected news, a Brexit headline, or something about COVID, or something about vaccines, or it was a tough time to trade. And then when the time comes, when you have zero worries about what might come, because there's only going to be technicals, it's great. Vasily, morning, welcome. Well, there was sometimes I think every year it happens. There are times when there's no news. There are news, but no unofficial news, unexpected news, but only expected. So that's the best time where you can freely trade and have no worries. Then you can also keep the trades longer because you know that no news is coming to affect your trade. You can hold trades longer. You can wait for more pips and all these kind of things. Lately we've been even taking take profits early just because what if we a news might come and destroy everything? So we were getting as much as we can, just get something and out. Don't try to stay for too long because you never know what might come. That's what it was all about in the last few months. Not being able to hold trades for longer because constantly thinking that something might come and destroy the setup. You know how many good setups were and news destroyed them? Plenty. Plenty of them. I'll be back in a minute, just so you know I'm not here. I'm back, and as the US dollar, it's not breaking yet. Not a good thing. This looked like was a good setup, but also there's another zone here, which really didn't get respected here anymore. What this could have been? Your NZD moves a lot. Your cat on its way to break resistance. Hopefully it breaks. Hopefully it breaks. It's been consolidating a lot lately. Look at this. It's almost 7 days of consolidation, including or excluding the weekend. But yeah, looks good if it breaks, but has to give a good breakout. Otherwise, I wouldn't take it. Your cat needs to have a perfect setup for me to take a trade there, because I don't trust it. Otherwise, I don't trust it. I'm afraid that since the US dollar can reject all the way down, and that would be the worst thing can happen. GJ South breaking retest right now. No, we talked about that. Okay. See how GJ got rejected. Yeah, it's still at the same place. Hasn't done anything big yet, you know. Even though break and retest here would probably be enough, because we would get 10 pips and easy 1%, but it hasn't done much. What do you think about a DJPY break to the downside? Look, it seems like it broke below this level here, even though there was a fake out before. I don't know, I don't like it that much. You know, look at the 4 hour. This is where all the 4 hour candles were rejected, and that's where price is right now. It doesn't seem clear to me. I would rather just skip it. Not even the slow pairs giving anything. Big rejection. Looks like we're not gonna break this on NZD US dollar. Nick, are you sure that EU should be the one? But only has to be very good. It has to be very, very good. Mm, wow, NZD US dollar might turn all the way bearish. That might happen. That would be a shame. Wow, this year NZD was good. Because first it created support here, then it broke, then it did consolidate for a bit, got rejected all the way up, closed back in the range, did a retest and all the way up. Wow. What about gold here? What's happening with gold? Big pullback on gold. Didn't really expect a whole pullback on gold. I was saying that this was my zone here that price reject, and it did. It did drop a bit, then all the way up. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but it's still pushing. 3 days in a row, big pullback. ADJPY looks like it might come for a daily retest. Your cat, look, days of consolidation here. I never liked your cat. We'll see. Your cat can be maybe even better than EU. Because it's been consolidating for so long now. When it breaks, it should be a nice push. Drop that pair is terrible. Which one? Your cat? Yeah. No, let's keep it. Who knows? We might have a chance coming up on your cat here. You never know. Sometimes can be good. Can you please give me your opinion? Let's take a look. I hope your chart is right here. Okay, nice. So, Euro, Yene, Japonesa. I don't know what language. Publicado. Looks like Spanish. So, what happened here? Price range during Asian sessions. I was waiting for it to break below the range. Waited for 30 minutes candle to close below support and took a sell when the next candle broke its wick. closed 50% when it broke the previous 30-minute candle high. I don't know about you guys. When you say it broke, where do you see that breakout? Because from what I know, a breakout is when a candle closes above, let's say, the previous candle. That's a breakout. When a candle just passes through that, then still rejects, I don't know if that's a breakout. Because I can see these candles opened. I don't see a breakout here. That's just a rejection. It just went above that, then still came back down. I see a lot of you guys, when price goes, let's say, below a candle or something, when price goes above this candle, you see we have a breakout. From what I know, a breakout is when the candle closes. That's a confirmed breakout. Price just passing through that can still come down. It can still not be a breakout. So I don't know how you guys think of that. And also, you could use a better stop loss here maybe. And maybe send the 1 hour chart, because I don't look at 30-minute time frame at all. So I don't know. Maybe you guys call it a breakout because it breaks on lower time frames. That's maybe the reason. That's Raja Bank strategy. No, Raja, he uses lower time frames breakouts. He does impulse entries, but not all the time. You can watch his trades. He waits for candles to close too. If the instrument is trending, it can't break its own highs or lows. What do you mean by that? Looks like we're not gonna have a trade here on US dollar. It failed us. It's not pushing. Hypno, where have you been, man? You rarely take trades, Siad. Sedorf, you have a great name, man. After a great trader. After a great football player, not trader. I don't know what I said, trader. But seems like you're new. And if you're new, that means that we haven't taken too many trades. Because there was not many trades. And just because we don't take a trade now doesn't mean that we don't take a trade later, right? So the other day we took CAD JPY here on the stream, 2 days ago I think. Yesterday there was no trade, but we took it after the stream because that's when it came. So if you want to force trades, you can go maybe to traders who do that, but we have rules. We follow the rules until the market meet our rules. We don't take a trade. And unfortunately, there's no trade right now because I would be the first one to take one if it was. I have the same desire to take trades as you. So, waiting for a 15 pip break and close above zone 20 pip stop loss and take profit for this trade. GBP Australian dollar. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, maybe one thing you can do is maybe you can move your line a little bit higher here and wait for a break of this. Because I wouldn't like to take a trade here when I know that we have this, right? So wait for a close above this better. You just have better confidence if you wait for a break of this. If you take a trade here, you know, it might be a rejection. So careful. Weston is saying that the past 2 weeks he hasn't taken a trade live on webinar. Weston, are you sure, my friend? My friend, are you sure? So let's do some research here. If I've called a trade on the last 2 weeks. On the last 2 weeks. We're not going to start with yesterday because yesterday was not, there was no trade yesterday. Let's go to 2 days ago, right? So 2 days ago, we called a live trade. The thing is, you guys don't do research at all. Look at this, right? Look at this. This was the trade we took 2 days ago. Listen to it. Look where we put the entry, the stop loss, take profit. We said we're taking buys. I showed my position. Let me see when I showed my position. It's probably here somewhere. And it was a win, right? Then, I don't know, Weston, maybe you missed the day we called this. Then, so that was 3 days ago. Let's go to this one. Did we call any trades here? No, we played chess here. But anyway, doesn't really matter. Not gonna lose time on that. Waiting for your cat here to break. See, GJ is still at the same place. USD cat, there's no setup there. GBP US dollar has created a small consolidation box here. The way it's closing, we might have another push. Who knows? What do you think of GCAD? We'll see about GCAD. It's a little bit complicated, GCAD. Euro US dollar is still rejecting here. It's going to take some time. It's a pretty strong resistance. Maybe we break later on because we have 2 minutes left on this candle. Wow, EJ went perfectly. Did a retest, went all the way down, made a new low, a small pullback, and more continuation. EA, nothing much. Aussie dollar still the same. NZD US dollar failed us because it didn't break above, so we have another pullback. 4 hour, it's not a good time to trade now on NZD US dollar, so we're gonna skip it. CAD JPY pushing lower. We don't have a setup yet here. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Looks like there's more room to push here on CJ. We'll see. Euro NZD. This was so good. No break on your CAD. UJ is lame. AUD going to the next zone. It was only a small pullback, not enough to think about sells. GCAD needs to break all the way 1.75500, which is not close right now. And even if it breaks that, we have this next zone here. I think it's good. 20 pip range. It's good. So if it breaks above, we can be happy to take it. GBP AUD broke a pretty nice level. What do you guys think? Should we take this? GBP AUD is not a pair trade, but this setup is almost perfect. It has an 8 pip breakout, and it broke a pretty major zone, let's say. But I said we should break this too, and it broke, but it's a weak breakout above that. That candle close on GJ, what does that mean? That's nothing. It means nothing. It's just an indecision candle. It didn't close above, didn't close below. Look, if you want to take GA, know that it might be risky, okay? Because this is a pretty major zone, and it's 5 pip breakout on GA. So not very sure. Let's see the 4 hour. The 4 hour doesn't make sense that much. We'll see if it comes lower. Maybe if it comes at 460, we could use a 6 pip stop loss and have a 10-15 pip take profit. Let's see. But the thing is, I wanted a good break above this too. I mean, we have a good break, but can you call a good break 5 pips? I don't know. I'm not very sure. We can easily continue all the way up. I haven't traded GA in, I don't know, months maybe. I don't remember last time I traded GA. I mean, it can be good, but the entry should be very precise here. 500 should come lower, at least 460. So you could use a small stop here. See if it comes or not. GJ is not on the list. I'm gonna wait for GA. We might take this. If I take this, it's gonna be small risk. Look, GJ is still on the same place. There's nothing special happening there. GU is on the same place. EU, same place, same place. As the US dollar closed all the way bearish. That's a shame. Looks like one setup that we should wait for is your CAD, because whenever it breaks, it's gonna be a nice trade. It's a big consolidation box. It should be good. Should be good. NZD JPY, let's take a look. What about NZD JPY? Oh yeah, I see. If it breaks below this. If it breaks below this, we are good to go. Gonna wait and see. Seems like a clean range all the way to the downside if it breaks below. Could be very good. Just a matter of time to find out. What do you think about US30? We don't trade that. Upside in your CAD, yeah, that's what's in the cards right now, to the upside, because it's closer to resistance. We're waiting for a breakout if it happens. If not, we'll see for another setup. NZD JPY can be good if it breaks below. It's a very good uh, level. So when it breaks, I think it's going to be very nice. Euro GBP, no way. Domenico, no way. I don't like Euro GBP, but who knows? Something might be good on it. Interesting. We'll see. It seems like a good support. Someone might say a head and shoulder setup. So why not? If I have another setup at the same time, I would choose another setup than Euro GBP. It's just, I think the worst pair to trade is Euro GBP. GJ is making a retest. No, man. GJ is nothing right now. Like we said before, it has this support and this resistance. So it's in between, just ranging. It's just ranging. I think this is good for GJ. That's consolidating here for a while. Maybe later on what we can have is something like this. Since we are creating a small support, we could have something like this, then a retest here, and then some more continuation all the way to this next zone. We could have something like this, and it would be perfect. That would be perfect, but we'll see. We have to wait for this because it's a long way to go. USDJPY is out of the list. There's nothing happening there. It's a lame pair. There's nothing happening right now. Look, London session has been very slow these days. I was even thinking that soon maybe I have to switch to New York session. Doing the stream on New York session. Because London's been very slow. UJ can be good sometimes, you know. It moves pretty nice, but most of the time it's boring. You know, look at this for example. It's a pretty big move. Not bad at all. Didn't give a retest here that I expected. Slow guys, slow London session. We'll see. Like I said, most of the time these days we've been waiting for a setup on London and getting nothing. Then New York session comes and brings more volume. Do you trade on the 1 hour time frame alone? Yeah, 1 hour and 4 hour. So we'll see. DJPY can be good, but SDJPY might be even better because they're pretty much the same. I'm thinking streams to move to start them before New York session so we can continue then also on New York session, like right when we end the stream these days, to start the stream and then continue on New York session too, but we'll see. It's not yet. Usually Asian session was the session of the consolidation, then New York session would have breakouts, right? Now London is having consolidation and New York session is bringing the breakouts. The opposite of what we want. No, don't buy into the US dollar because it made the move already. It's too risky now. Now it's coming all the way down. Dollar moving, yes it is. It is moving. Very boring. Very boring right now. The market is boring. It's time for drive and listen. Man, I've been watching these all day yesterday. It's so nice. No, it's not live. It's a video from YouTube, but it's connected with the radio on each country. So drive and listen to the radio. But it's very nice to see, you know, other countries you've never been to. It's very cool. What country? I saw this is like pretty crazy. All these buildings, I was very impressed. Look at these buildings, like nice. Germany actually doesn't look good at all. Like it seems very depressed country, you know.
Ja, aber eigentlich dann.
Look, it's so. I don't know. I mean, I want to see more green lands. Everything is just roads, roads. Like, look at Berlin and look at Turkey. I mean, maybe if you choose summer also on Germany, it's a bit different, but it just doesn't seem good. Let's see Hamburg, Germany. This is better. Might be a village. Not bad. Yeah, I guess I like nature more. Like,
Support
look
for
at this.
streaming comes from Moyer.
Look at how good this is. You have all these trees. Nice. Look at the sea. Everywhere where there is sea, it's a good place to live. Imagine if you witness a crash. No, they don't post the ones that they crash. One of the videos, one of the guys was about to crash the car. Switzerland. This is the best place. If you guys want to see some nice train rides, go to YouTube. You'll see some amazing places. Are you living in Turkey? Yeah, I'm in Istanbul. Having great fun. Can you try Sudan? It's not there. Sudan is, there's only some of the countries, not all of them. See, if you go to Turkey, it's not good. It's a depressed. It seems like depressed. But if you go to the mountains, it's a different. Seems like a different country. Cyprus, do we have Cyprus here? No. This was good. I like this. I think this guy needs to change videos because they're the same all the time. Let me see if we're getting any action here. Nick, EU dropped all the way down. Looks like it's not breaking up. Ahmed, just calm down, calm down. GJ sells. We have to wait, okay? We have to wait. What do you think of Cat JPY? Nothing much actually. We have a support here. It's not having anything big. Nog gewoon te vol deze daar. I thought my mic was off. Where's your enter on GJ and possible target? Look, like I said before, what I'm expecting on GJ, I want to have another rejection here. Actually, this candle closing bullish, and then another one coming and closing below in the middle of the range, then having a retest to continue. So we'll see about that. The thing is, I don't like these kind of setups because they're not easy to put stop loss. Let's say if this candle closes below in the middle of the range, price gonna need to come around here, right? So maybe using a 7 pip stop loss would be okay here. Why not? Wouldn't you say it's a break and retest on GJ? It's not a break and retest because we didn't break this level. So until this candle closes, we don't have anything yet. We have to wait. I don't live in Turkey, guys. No, I was just kidding. But I love Turkey. I just don't live there. I was in Turkey a month ago. But you guys didn't want to meet, so I don't know. I could teach you one or two things. Your cat is still, but it's getting rejection. I like that. We have some few minutes left. Bizde seni kardeşim. Sağ ol, sağ ol. No, guys, I don't understand Turkish. Maybe I know a word or two. I learned Turkish in school, and after I forgot everything. Because I was not very interested to learn it. It was pretty hard, maybe. Not hard to learn, the grammar was hard. The words are not that hard. Have you been to Mykonos? No, not yet. Oh, what a drop on GJ. Oh, it's melting. It's gonna go straight to the next zone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having some big moves. Geo. NZD US dollar, they all made. Oh, let's see. Maybe we're gonna get something. They went wild now. Your cat turned bullish. Let's see if we're gonna push and break this. Let's check the news because seems like something happened. No, financial juice is better. Let's see. Your cat is starting to give hopes here. We have less than 20 minutes. If we want to break, we have to push now. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good breakout. Just going to be a weak close above. We need to push above now so we can be able to stay above until the candle closes. Yeah, we've had some weird pullbacks right now. Look at EU. Got rejected all the way up. What if it closes above 2? EU. Or are we going to choose EuroCAD or EU? Some Euro news? Where? This? Or this one? It says low impact. What expected news or something just related to Euro? If we don't have another setup, if we don't have a setup in this hour too, I don't know. It's same as yesterday. GJ rejecting too. But it's not over yet. We got 15 minutes left, and we know that a lot of times we have the moves on the last 15 minutes, so still some hopes. Wow, your cat pushed through that. I looked away a second, then I came back and saw your cat above resistance. Phil, can you send the chart? EJ, you entered at 127.050. Where? Here? $11. Phil, did you have buys or sells, or why don't you open a trading view? Your cat has a smaller range. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, the range too small. Look, let's see. Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar 4 hour level above. True. That is true. EU is a bit risky because the 4 hour is right here. So that's why I said your cat is better. And your cat has a small range. Look at your cat. There's a 4 hour. If it breaks above, we're going all the way up. On the 1 hour, I think this is not going to have much effect on your cat because this is a much stronger zone. Let's take a look how many pips is this range. 12 pips. True. It's not a big range, so very small. And if you want a good breakout, it needs to be at least 5-6 pips, right? Let's wait and see. What I told, bro? What you told, bro? What you told, bro? Can you take a look at this? Yes, of course. Take a look. GBP JPY 15 minutes. Break, retest. Clocks. What do you want me to look here? Or you just want to show me the trade? Congrats, first of all. And one thing I would say here is why you didn't enter here, since this is the retest and this is the breakout. Why didn't you enter here and catch this whole move? I want to know why you entered here but not here. Could won a lot more if you could do that. 15 minute, I don't trade on 15 minute, but if you do, good for you. You catch a nice trade. Do you ever hold your trades through the week or long term in the general? Sometimes, yeah, runners. We hold runners. Sometimes it depends how far it goes, at least, because not every time goes too far to hold for weeks, you know, unless it's trending hard. But yeah, not lately. Not lately. We haven't been holding any trades lately for long term. We've been just catching everything we can and just moving on to the next one and the next one, because the conditions were tough. So you're still in a trade from last month, okay. Let's see. Hopefully your cat closes good. Maybe at 900 would be nice, because this is a 1 pip breakout. I mean, 2-3 pips. It's not enough. It's not enough. We need at least 5 here, and we don't have much time. What about EA? What about EA? What's happening there? Oh, I think it's a weak level. If you're thinking about the break and retest here, it's a weak level. Only got what rejected once here. This, not even rejection. I wouldn't be sure about this. Do you prefer your cat over EU? I think so. EU has that 4-hour zone. I think your cat is better. It's just the breakout's not gonna be enough. Or maybe it's gonna be. Let's see. I don't trust your cat that much, but since it's been consolidating for so long, it makes sense to have some more continuation when we break and we make a retest. Why don't we have time since our early? We're closing in the next few minutes. I'm saying we don't have time for a good close because it's only 5 minutes till the next candle close. I don't know what way you took that. We don't have time. Isn't you good, Ash? EU? Look at all these rejections. It's not safe to take this. I mean, if you look to one hour, the 1 hour is pretty much perfect, but then the 4 hour comes and I don't know, it might work. You can try it, but I'm not gonna take you. I want to take your cat, but it needs to push higher. Okay, a close like this might work. It's still gonna be a weak breakout, but since your cat is not gonna ask for 10 pips breakout. But at least I want a decent breakout, you know, not like 3 pips breakout. What about this US dollar? What the hell? What a pullback. Your US dollar is interesting, but not good because it hasn't closed above yet. It just looks like the next candle is gonna push through that all the way up. Oh man, Only 3 pips. I don't know. It's not enough. It is not enough. Okay, 5. Okay, it's good. Not bad. Let's see a close now. A minute left. Yeah, we definitely have to continue here. At least to this next zone. At least. If nothing else, at least to this next zone. But hopefully get a retest here. Let's see. We're gonna take your CAD. Let's go. Gonna have a 5-pip breakout. Not the best ever. Okay. Nice close. Not bad at all. 6 pips. No, wrong way. We need a retest now. Very good close, I think. I think it's very good close. In terms of pips, maybe not that good, but in terms of the setup, it's a perfect close. We have close in the middle of the range. We have this range to fill. It's not very big, around almost 15 pips, but it's great. Stop loss, we'll see stop loss. If it comes right where we want to, we're gonna use a 10 pip stop loss. I think 12 pips, why? It's not needed, I think. I'm gonna use 10 pips. I'm gonna give it more room if it decides to come lower, even though if it comes lower than the previous 1 hour candle where it opened, it's not valid and it's not coming at all. It is not coming. It's too bullish right now. It's huge momentum. Wow, what a push. It's not stopping. GJ came to the next zone, guys, so it can still continue, but for me it's not on. Because we plan to have a close in the middle of the range, then to fill the range. The worst thing is this. Your cat closed above, and what happened? We didn't have a retest at all. Straight push, because momentum is too big. Crazy move. It's not a crazy move. It's only 12 pips, but the setup. I mean, fill the range straight away. You gotta be very tough to go through these times where it's when the market's ranging so much. What if we take GCAT sells here? This could be interesting, but it's inside this consolidation box, which is not a good thing. No, not yet. We can take your cat on a 4-hour. Oh, that's a good idea. We can take your cat on the 4-hour, because when the 4-hour closes, look at this. It's perfect when the 4-hour closes. You have a 4-hour break of this big consolidation box. Great idea. And we have room to go all the way up to this next zone. Steps, or you can for back testing we use soft effects. That's the best, I think, for simulating or back testing. I don't know. I don't know. We're off to nothing. Yeah, a 4 hour breakout. A 4 hour breakout would be the best confirmation here. This 1 hour was also a good confirmation, to be honest. There was a lot of momentum. We just wanted a small pullback. I would catch this move easy. Look, the best candle confirmation is this. It has almost no top wick, uh, has a good break above. When it comes straight for a pullback, you know it's gonna go above. You know that very, very high chances of continuation. But yeah, I mean, no luck today. What about EJ here? Moved almost 10 pips, 7 pips. And this zone, no, it's not a valid. EURUD retest, look. Look. First of all, it's only one rejection. It can reject and still continue, but it's just not good enough. You see, even in a very good zone with plenty of rejections, and you still have sometimes fake outs, let alone in a zone that only been touched one time and that's all. Like, look, you need something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and not being able to break that. When it breaks, it's game over. This can be good. Yeah, this is the only setup right now that looks it's gonna be good when it breaks. Otherwise, nothing else. Everything else is boring. Okay, take a look at this. Take a look at this. What is this? Euro US dollar is at resistance right now on the 4 hour. It's too risky. Price at 23.6 retracement, hold above EMA 21, looking to buy again. GBP, JPY. No idea what's happening here. No idea. I don't use Fibonacci. I don't understand this chart. This is gonna be great. GCAD, GJ, yeah, it did reject, but nothing for a look. Look at EU. It's, I wouldn't take a buy here where we had that 1 hour resistance when I'm seeing price coming from this. Look at all these rejections here. It's a pretty strong zone. You can keep an eye on EURNZD here, because if it breaks above this, can be a nice setup. Other than that, nothing much. Look at GA now. Good thing that we didn't take it. Good thing we didn't take this, because we would have a pretty nice loss there. Your cat, yeah. I think even if it breaks that, I would still wait for the 4 hour to come for the retest at the same zone here. The 4 hour breakout is going to be the best here. We'll see. Why are you skipping EJ? EJ moved a bit before, and I think we have this zone here, and it's risky to take the 1 hour break and retest that's happening. That's the reason. This is a resistance on the 4 hour. Even on the 1 hour, you can see. Can you see this? You see all these rejections. So it came here, then it got rejected. If price would come straight for a retest, then push, that would be our time. But it pushed to the next resistance, then it came all the way down. And that's why we skipped it. Look, I think these last minute moves that happened, I think they're going to be corrected, because something doesn't feel right, you know. They made these pullbacks on the last second. It was a bit weird. Gold is doing nothing. Look at GCAD, a whole pullback to the upside. This should be the next trade. This is going to be the next trade. Hopefully we get a break, and this can be very nice. I don't know what the spread is on this pair. Let me take a look here. SDTJPY. No, spread is perfect. I like the spread, and it's pushing pretty nice. Hopefully it doesn't reject now. We had a pretty big rejection. If price comes all the way down, closes below, this is the best confirmation that you can get. So we're gonna wait for this. Remember this, break below 830 or 820, then you can enter at 820 or 830. Stop loss can be, I think, around 7-8 pips, not needed more. Let's say you can use 10 pips stop loss, even though it's not necessarily, and you have a perfect or a clean traffic all the way to the downside, around 25 pip range. I would go for 10-15 pips first, then maybe hold some until it fills the whole range. If we have SDJPY and EuroCAD, which one would you take? I think I would take SDJPY probably. I think so. I think it's just safe. You know, this level is safe. It's nothing complicated here. We have free traffic once we close above. I think it's perfect. So we have another 45 minutes, and I think no need to wait for another 45 minutes here. So I'm gonna have to go, and like I told you, everything is set up here. You just have to wait for the breakout and enter on the retest. That's all. It's a perfect setup. Thank you everyone for being here today, and don't forget, use good risk. Don't risk everything in one trade. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, same time. Ibrahim, what, my man? Sorry if I ignored you, I didn't see. What about GBPUD? There's no trade here. That's all. There's no trade on GBPUD. I might say, okay, you have a consolidation box here. Wait for a break below if you want to take this. I don't like GBPUD. It's a very volatile pair. Look at all this pullback. Now it's getting all the way up again. It doesn't make sense. I would, if I were you, I wouldn't trade this pair right now. I mean, there's on different occasions where you can, when there's a clean setup, safe, you can take it, but at this moment, I wouldn't say so. Like I told you, wait for this. This is the best setup right now. Or you're a cat. It's your choice to make. Both setups are good. Thank you all for being here today. Have a nice day. See you. And my dear students, see you on the group. We'll keep in touch when we have the breakout here, and we'll take it probably. Just hopefully it comes, because this is going to be an easy 1-2%. Thank you all. See you.